How are you feeling, Chris?
I'm super tired. Let's be honest. I'm tired. I could use like 8 hours more sleep, but maybe that'll happen today.
Ripping all your photos. Every time you pull out the camera, I'll be like, that's the angle I'm gonna, this vlog is gonna be. So we're kind of double backing on ourselves. The way we came in on the road just a few minutes ago is what we have to climb. I think it's a 600-meter climb. But to start the whole trip, we're going out to the coast line. So we're getting a drive out to the coast, which is 35 kilometers that way. Get dropped off and then ride back the way we've just driven. So the guys are proposing that we get that drive now, tonight, ride back, stay here, and then carry on from the lake here up the mountains tomorrow. Whether it happens, I don't know. It's only 6 p.m. and there's like 2.5, 3 hours of work to do, but let the journey begin. Almost midnight and we're still not packed. There's just so much last minute stuff. It's crazy. We're getting there, but we're not finished. We leave at 6 o'clock. Oh, there we go.
Quickly while carrying important equipment.
Coffee, pizza, beer.
What's your setup look like?
My beauty. I'm just marking my saddle because the extra weight, in case it slips, I can see the micro changes. I think I'm nervous all of a sudden only because of the weight that the guys are carrying. We have to climb 600 meters from here to the top of those mountains. 600 meters right off the bat, followed by another 600 meters. Fully load it. Furthest eastern point on Iceland.
Chris is excited.
Let's do this. So we're 20K in, and Eric has busted through his main dry sack on the top of the rack. It's split completely open. We don't have any spares on us. So he does have one spare strap. This is just gonna have to do.
This will have to do to get us it
fully cut open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let the adventures begin. This is so incredible. It's super warm. Adam's peeling down to just a jersey. So we have now that climb. Now at the top of our second climb, which is actually pavement, we've been about 20 kilometers without water. So we're on this road now for a little more than 60 kilometers. So we're just gonna let some air out of our tires just to kind of take out a little bit of the bumps because it's pretty well washboards for the most part.
How'd it go today, Ann?
Today was hard. 10.5 hours. I've never been on my bike that long. It was like a mental overcoming there. Yeah, my whole body is just fatigued. It wasn't just my legs. My legs are actually quite fine. It's my shoulders and my neck and my like lower back from just, yeah, my pack's not the heaviest, but 10-12 pounds on my back is completely new. So, and then we had this like out of water for way too long scenario kind of midway, and I had a little bit left, but the guys were completely out. So it's kind of that like unknown if the next river is going to be dried up like the last 4 had been, so it was adventurous. But we're here and it feels like we're at altitude. And it's so pretty. There's an Icelandic flag flagging behind us. We've got the A-frame cabins to look forward to sleeping in tonight. And we get to do it all again tomorrow. But except tomorrow apparently is supposed to be much harder. I'm kind of delirious. I'm hungry.
Bon appetit.
I'm sure it'll taste good. Adam, which ones did you go with?
Pad Thai and vegetable lasagna.
You're doing 2 for sure?
Yeah, just to get rid of weight.
This is our cute little upstairs A-frame cabin sleeping accommodations.
You have to make up that tire, and then because it saves this 10 kilometers.
Absolutely.
Morning. Starting to get the adrenal puffy eyes. We had an epic night. At 3 a.m. there was 4 alarms going off in the hut here. In this oven there was a pot full of hamburgers. And I was setting all these alarms off, and all the little people in their huts, or in their rooms in the hut, came running out in their underwear, and like everyone was panicking, but we couldn't find what was causing all the smoke. Our upstairs bedroom was full of smoke, but like food burning smoke. Anyways, the hamburgers, I don't know how long they've been in there, probably like at least a few days, but there were little prunes shriveled up. It was super sketchy. So these actually were not, they were not hamburgers, they were cookies. And this is what almost set the whole cabin on fire and smoked out the whole upstairs. Sweet. Okay, so there's potentially no water at our 4th place to sleep, so we have to pack every bit of water we can take on board. So 3 liters on the back, and then a 750 ml in my bottle. All right guys, here we go. So if we have 10K of sand, the consensus is to air down, because we'll spend less time pumping the tires back up than we will wasting crossing this sand. Slow going, but kind of puts everything into perspective. You can see a lot more. All right, so we're 9 kilometers into this 60-kilometer hike-a-bike, and it's actually quite warm. We're just gonna strip down, take some layers off before we get super sweaty. It feels really good.
Creosote here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, sleeping quarters is not bad.
They're like an Icelandic mug.
Spend the rest of the night in these.
Hello.
Are you handing me chocolate?
Yeah.
Wow. We're eating like kings.
Eat.
Where'd all this food come from?
Oh, we only have 6 more chocolate bars left. Oh darn.
This is actually pretty good. This is the
Are you doing pad thai, Adam?
shepherd's pie
Oh yeah.
from the Happy Yak.
So
We're gonna do
good.
mac and cheese tonight.
Oh, I could do a mac and cheese too.
Not bad. We had the most amazing time on the bike today. We rode through these massive sand, 10-kilometer spans of beach. We're so small in this like massive landscape. And it seemed like even though we're traveling at a pretty decent speed, but on bikes, we could, change our whole entire view in a matter of like 20 minutes. It was like, so we were somewhere completely new. I felt good on the bike today. It was a shorter day. It's funny how after 10 hours or 11 hours on the bike yesterday, 6.5 hours today seemed almost easy. The second half of the ride was really, really epic actually. It was these round rocks, so it was just like this constant jarring on your upper body and your lower body. So it's not just your riding muscle group that you're using, it's every muscle in your shoulders, your neck, your ribs, your triceps, like everything is being fired to ride kind of in a straight line with the weight on the bikes. So that was really epic. And just, you know, the group, the vibe, the energy amongst the riders, it's like I know we've, you know, Eric, Adam and I, we've known each other forever and we've trained together forever, but it's almost like we've known Chris forever now too. It's so amazing. Like it's such a really good energy amongst the group. And where we are, I mean, how could you not be so stoked? Look at this.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay, we can't close this door. If Eric can't open it from the outside.
Oh!
I don't know.
Alan's been up there for less than 80 seconds and he's already smoked his head on the wall. That's actually a little scary.
Slide up a bit.
A light layer of snow this morning. It's actually quite pretty. We're gonna wear an extra layer on our legs, so I'm trying to look for a windbreaker that I have, a waterproof windbreaker. But you know where it is.
Oh no.
It's right there. I got my base layers right there. Not your typical Iceland weather. All right, we're at camp number 4. These are the cutest little red roof huts. Incredible scenery, even better weather, and the hot tub is to die for. I almost fell in the hole. I did fall in the hole. Day number 4 is completed, and it was a pretty good day. I think my body is starting to kind of get into a nice rhythm. The wind at the back half of this ride was a little bit stronger than the last few rides. I think we were on the bike for another 8.5 hours, just around that 100-kilometer mark. You know, we started out and we were obviously dressed to the nines, had all of our warm clothes on, set out, and then 1 mile down the road, we're already peeling layers off. That's the really crucial thing, is the minute you start to sweat, the minute you are gonna freeze. And so today was one of those days where everything was on and then everything was off, and then we couldn't stop taking pictures. So there were a lot of stops on the first half of today's big day. The second half was more just wind and kind of like a deserty feel. And so that is, I think, why my skin and my eyes feel so windburned. But all in all, it was a really good day, and we're staying at a fabulous cabin here. So yeah, I'm super excited. My lips are super chapped. My nose is really chapped. And I'm really tired. So I'm gonna go in and probably do as long of a foam roll session as I can before bed, and then get a good night's sleep, because morning comes quick. Wakey, wakey. Eric, you look quite fresh for today.
I feel poppy.
Today's another long, windy, bumpy day. Let's wish us luck. We've been riding half a mile, first river crossing. Keep going! Ah! Oh, booter! So we're forced to figure out how to get across this pretty rapid, white, deep river, or go an extra 60 kilometers around on top of our potentially 130K day. So we're looking at, you know, more than 10 hours on the bike if we do that. So we have to find a way